What is up everyone? In today's video, I'm gonna walk you through my very own 4-step framework of goal setting called IBAD. Identify, break down, achieve, deadline. This is part of the Newbies series, so it's gonna be very simple for you to follow along. My name is Ono and welcome to my channel, Work with Ono. We all have those big dreams and aspirations, whether it's to finally finish that novel, win an apron from MasterChef, or even play at the World Cup. But let's be real, how often do those things actually happen? That's where goal setting comes in. It's like a magic wand that turns those pipe dreams into more achievable tasks. Where can you start? The first item in the 4-step framework called IBAD is identify. First things first, identify your goal. Is it to climb Mount Everest in your flip-flops or become a professional underwear model? The possibilities are endless. So in this step, what you want to do is brainstorm and reflect on what you truly want. And it's crucial that you be very detailed in this step. So for example, don't have a broad goal such as I want to be successful. Be more specific, such as I want to get promoted to assistant manager this year. For another example, instead of saying I want to be fit, you can say I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months by working out 4 times a week and following a healthy diet meal plan. You can play around in this step, use your imagination, dream big, but try to be as specific as possible in this step. Step number 2 is to break down your goal into smaller, more manageable tasks. After identifying your very specific goal in step 1, this next step is done so that you have a game plan that you can follow. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, you need to break it down into smaller steps, such as I will start by walking 13 minutes a day and gradually increase my running time until I can run the full marathon distance. Or if your goal is to start a new business, you can break it down by saying, I will conduct market research, make a detailed business plan, and secure funding in the next 6 months. And then I will launch my business in the next year. This step is crucial, as breaking down your big goal into smaller milestones will help you stay motivated and also induce a sense of achievement. The third step in the framework is the achievability factor. This is where the goals that you have identified in the first step gets a reality check. If you have a super unrealistic goal, such as I want to become a billionaire in the next 3 months, well, that's just not gonna happen. This step is where you have to adjust your goals to be realistic and achievable. So for example, you can shift your goal into I want to increase my income by 20% in the next 6 months by starting a side hustle. And on that note, if you want to check out a more detailed video I made all about side hustles, just check on the description box below. Another unrealistic goal example would be I want to climb Mount Everest in my flip-flops. Now that's a tall order, all pun intended. You can switch this goal to I want to climb the first 5 feet of Mount Everest in my flip-flops. Now that's something that we can work with. The last step in the framework is to set a deadline. Because let's be real, if you don't have a deadline, you're probably just gonna keep putting it off and eventually forget about it. This is one of the most important steps because setting a deadline creates a sense of urgency and accountability so that you have the desire to finally finish what you started. An example of a goal without a deadline is I want to learn a new language. If you put a deadline to this goal, it would look something like I want to be able to have a simple conversation in Spanish by 3 months. A good rule of thumb for a big goal is about 6 to 12 months, and for smaller goals will be 3 to 5 months. This step is where you have to reflect on your own strengths and weaknesses and decide for yourself a deadline that is not too tight but also not too distant. So there you have it, the IBAD framework for goal setting. If you follow all the simple steps I've outlined in this video, I'm sure your goal setting process will be a smooth sailing. Just make sure you add a dash of fun in the process and then take consistent action after you're done with goal setting. Welcome back to the inspiration section where I introduce you to one influential person and one key concept that you can apply instantly. Today's person is Bob Proctor. He is a renowned motivational speaker, author, and personal development expert who has dedicated his life to helping others unlock their full potential and achieve success in all areas of their lives. He has been teaching the principles of success for over 50 years, has become one of the most sought after speakers in the industry. In 1960, Bob Proctor was working as a young car salesman and stumbled upon the teachings of Napoleon Hill. This discovery changed his life forever and he became obsessed with understanding the principles of success. He spent years studying under some of the most successful people in the world, including Earl Nightingale and W. Clement Stone, and in the process started honing his own craft. Proctor's teachings have impacted people from all walks of life, from entrepreneurs to corporate executives to stay-at-home parents, helping them to live a life full of abundance and fulfillment. With Bob Proctor's guidance, anyone can unlock their full potential and achieve success in all areas of their lives. One key concept by Bob Proctor is for you to harness the power of your mind. Mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Proctor's teachings focus on the power of positive thinking, visualization, and the law of attraction, which states that we can attract the things that we want in our lives by focusing our thoughts and our energy on them. He teaches that by changing our thoughts and beliefs, we can change our reality and create the life that we want. Proctor also emphasizes the importance of taking action and taking responsibility for our own lives. He believes that it's not enough to simply just thinking positively. We must also take consistent action towards our goals. He encourages people to set clear goals, make a plan, and take daily consistent action towards achieving them. He encourages people to replace negative thoughts with positive ones and to focus on what they want instead of what they do not want. So start today. Plant positive thoughts into your mind, and as sure as the sun will rise, your mind will return what you plan. Smile. Pinjam gantian dedek bentar. Halo dedek. Ding dong. Ding dong ding dong ding dong. Hai Cece. Ding dong ding dong. Udah buka. Hihihi.